So if you're a solopreneur, chances are you have regular calls with prospects and customers. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can automate that process using Kit as your email marketing platform so that it just happens behind the scenes without you having to actually do anything. Okay, so here are the 4 steps that I'm going to walk you through to automate your paid call bookings. Okay, so step number 1, we create a product inside the Kit platform for your paid call. Once you've created that, then you need to share the link to your paid call with your audience, whoever's going to book that call with you. We're then going to create a visual automation in Kit that handles every booking that's made by any prospect or customer. And then finally, number 4, we're going to create an automated email to send out the booking link to the call. So the process is they visit the link to buy the coaching call or the consultancy call. They pay for it, and then based on that payment, it will trigger an automation inside Kit to send them out an email that includes a link to book the thing that they've just paid for. So let's imagine it's a consultancy call. Inside that email, you'll have a link to whichever calendar app you use in your business that they can click on and book their call with you. If you don't have a calendar app, don't worry about it. I can show you the one I use. It's a great tool that I've been using for a number of years, and you can get access to it too. Okay, so let's dive in. So in this tutorial, I'm going to share with you 3 tools. 1 is Kit, email marketing platform. 2 is TidyCal, which is the calendar appointment tool that I use. And 3 is my website. Now, you don't need a website. You can share the link anywhere you want, but I'm going to be showing you my website. So let's start with Kit, the email marketing platform. The first thing we want to do is create what's known inside Kit as a product. It's essentially something you're going to sell. So let's imagine it's going to be a consultancy call or a coaching call. You're going to sell that for a fixed fee and offer it to your prospects, your customers, your audiences to buy that if they want. So inside Kit, you've got the option up here that says Earn. I'm going to click on that, and we're going to click on where it says Products. Inside Products, we're going to click on the button that says New Product. So in here, I am essentially going to create a consultancy call, and I'm going to charge a fixed fee for it. So I'm going to put in here, let's say email marketing consultancy. Okay. I'm going to call it a product. I'm going to click next, and then it says, what do you want to do? Charge a one-time fixed price, let customers choose what they want, or split into payment installments. I'm going to go for just a straightforward option of $200. You can change the currency down here to suit your market, but I'm going to choose US dollars and click next. Fulfillment, it gives you the option of, is it a digital download, is it a newsletter, or is it something else? I'm going to say it's something else because it's a coaching call or a consultancy call, and I'm going to click next. Now, by default, the Kit will provide you with a domain. In other words, a way of creating a URL, a link that you can share with your audience that they can click on and buy the product. So I'm just going to take the default here, click Create Product. And then what Kit does is it loads it into the product editor so that you can start to make changes to it. You can add images, etc., text, and make it look and feel the way you want it for your audience. So I'm going to show you one that I've already created. Okay, so now I've added in an image, I've added in some text here about what the actual call involves. They get a 60-minute consultation, what they get in it, and then they've got the option here to buy. The other thing you can do is you can add in quantities. So for example, if someone wanted to buy 2 or 3 or 4, however many calls with you, they can increase that. You don't need to have that if you don't want to. It's just an option. And then once you've got that, up here in the top right, you've got a publish button. Click on that, and what you've got there is the URL. So if I copy that and put it into a new browser tab and paste it in and then hit enter, you'll see that it comes back with a web page that allows me to buy that product. Okay, and if I click on buy now, I can then follow through, put my details in, my card details and my email address, etc., and buy the product. Okay. The other way you can do it is you can embed that on your website, which I've done here. So if I go to my website and go to work with me and then consult one-on-one consultation, you can see down here I've actually embedded it on my website. So if someone clicks that button, it does exactly the same thing. It pops up that window and it allows them to go and buy that call. Okay. At the time of recording, I've actually got a discount on this product, $75 off. However, by the time you're watching this, that may not be the case. So that's step one completed. We've now created the product inside Kit, and it's now ready so that we can share the link with our audiences. Okay, so step number 2 is sharing the link for your product with your audiences. So to get the link, remember we go up to the top right here and click on publish, and then we've got the URL down here that we can share with our audience. Just click that red button and it will copy the URL into your clipboard. You can then share that. So let's imagine you're going to share it on social media. So for example, if I wanted to share it on a LinkedIn post, I would type out my post and then I'd simply paste in the link, which is here, to my product. That way people can click on the link inside LinkedIn and it'll take them straight to that page there. Let me just show you what page. It'll take them straight to this page here so they can buy it. So that's how you can share it on social media, is just simply pasting in the link into whichever social media platform you use so that your audience can then click on it. The other thing you can do inside Kit is you can include it inside an email. So you can see here I've embedded it inside an email that I'm about to send out. You can embed the product so that it appears this way inside the email. To do that, all you do is click on that little plus button, scroll down to where it says product, and then choose. You'll see here it says choose a product in the sidebar. Up here on the right, you see the sidebar. You scroll down to get the product you're interested in, and you can see it embeds it inside the email. Once it's embedded in there, you can then choose to change different things about the product if you want. You can send it out with an image, without an image, etc. So that's another way of sharing it, is via email. And then thirdly is the one I've shown you already, is just on your website. If you have one, you can embed that link on your website. So there's a number of different ways in which you can share that link. The important part is actually sharing the link so that people can click on it and they can buy your call. So that's step number 2, sharing your link with your audiences. Okay, so step number 3, you want to create a visual automation. So what this is going to do is it's going to automate the process of whenever someone buys one of your coaching or consultancy calls. The visual automation is going to kick into action and it's going to send out the relevant email to the customer. So let's look at it. So inside Kit, we are going to click on automate and then visual automations. Click on new automation and then empty automation, start from scratch. Click on the start building. Now the 4 options we have here for triggering this automation is join a form, custom field, purchase, or is added to a tag. So in this case we're going to click purchase because it's based on someone having purchased our consultancy call. Okay. And then, so at this point Kit is saying, well, what is it you want me to look out for? What purchase is it you want me to monitor? And I'm going to say, look for the email marketing consultancy purchase. So someone's now purchased a call. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click this little plus button below and we're going to add the next step of the automation. So as soon as someone purchases it, we want to send them out an email saying, please book your consultancy call here. So this is us now doing step number 4, creating an email sequence inside Kit. So I'm going to add, and we do this using an email sequence, add an email sequence. Now I haven't got one, so I'm going to create one. Let's call it, I'm going to call it purchased consultancy call. Okay, so I'm going to create that new sequence and add the action. Now if I click on that, I'll be able to get in and add the email that I want to add in there. So inside this email template, I'm going to say, thanks for purchasing my email marketing consultancy call. Please book your session using the button below. Now I would have it more fleshed out than that. I would have more contextual information in there, but for the purpose of this demonstration I'm just going to show you this. So now I want to add a button. I'm going to click this button and I'm going to make that look a wee bit more like my buttons normally look like. I'm going to make it look left aligned, and I'm going to say book my consultancy call. Okay. Now, so this is, remember, this is the subscriber, the customer who's just purchased this. They're going to receive this email and they're going to be asked to book this consultancy call. So under this button, you would put the link to your calendar appointment tool. Now, the one I use is called TidyCal. You can use whichever one you want. If you use Calendly or Google Calendar or any other calendar tool, you can use the link from those. If you don't have one, I can recommend TidyCal. I don't get a commission for it. It's just that I use it. I've used it since it was launched about 4 years ago. I just think it's a great tool. The best thing about it for me is that you've got the option to buy it here for a lifetime deal. It's currently sitting at $39, and it means that once you buy it, you don't pay for it ever again. Unlike some of the tools where they're monthly subscriptions, TidyCal is just a one-off payment, and you get to use it for as long as you want. So I'm going to copy a link from my TidyCal system, and I'm going to put that link underneath this button. So if I click on the button, at the top right there, you'll see it says URL. I'm just going to paste in my link. Okay, consultation 60 minutes. So now that means that when that email goes out to the customer and they click on that link, they'll be taken directly to the booking page where they can book in that appointment at their convenience. So let me just show you what I mean. If I click on that, obviously this is just a demo account, but people can click on whichever day they want to click on and book their appointment. Once they book their call, and providing you've got your calendar app configured properly, you'll receive a notification to say someone's just booked the call. They'll receive a notification to say they booked the call, and then they'll get reminders as the date and time gets closer. Mine's is configured to send a reminder email 24 hours before the call, and then another 1 hour before the call, so that people get reminded. Okay, so now that we've got our email created and the button with the link to book the consultation call or the coaching call, inside this email sequence, I'm going to change this email to say send out immediately rather than one after 1 day. And then I'm going to click this little slider switch button to make it published. Okay, so that email sequence is now able to be sent to anyone who purchases that consultation or the consultancy call or the coaching call. I'm going to click over here just to get back to the visual automation, and you can see now in its simplest form we have a 2-step process. Kit will monitor for people buying that consultancy call, and every time they do, they'll be added to this automation. They'll be sent that email immediately so that they can then click the button to book their call. The final thing you need to do up here, I would always rename this. So I would say purchased consultancy call, let's say. And then at the top right, you see this active button. So you slide that switch to the right and activate it. So from that point onwards, once it's activated, Kit will then monitor for any purchases of that call 24/7. So no matter when someone buys that, this automation will be triggered and the customer will be sent the booking link, and they'll create an appointment with you based on your availability in your calendar. Okay, so let's summarize what we've done in this video. Let's go through the 4 steps that we did. Step number 1 is we created a product inside Kit. That product is a call with you for a coaching or a consultancy session, whatever you're going to be selling it for. Step number 2 is to share the link to that product that you've created in Kit with your audience, with your prospects, with your customers. And I explained a couple of ways in which you can, or a few ways in which you can share that link. Step number 3 is we created the visual automation inside Kit. This is the thing that's going to make it run automatically 24/7, no matter what you're doing. People can still buy your products and services. And then the final step, number 4, was creating that email with the booking link in it, so that they can go and create that booking using your calendar link, and it will just appear inside your calendar. So the way it works in my business is I just get notification that people have purchased consultancy calls or coaching calls with me, Then it just automatically appears in my calendar, and I know in advance for each day how many how many coaching calls or consulting calls I have, and I just need to turn up when my calendar tells me to. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you. Hope to see you on the next video. Cheers.